methods. There are two methods we can use. One is oxidation number method. So there are two methods we use balancing chemical equations for the balancing of chemical equations. So one is oxidation number method. Second one is half reaction method. So these are the two methods, oxidation number method and half reaction methods. So we use for balancing of chemical equations. So based on the redox principle. But in our syllabus, we have about oxidation number method. So half reaction method is means revised. That means half reaction method not given, only oxidation number method is there. Okay, so in case the time permits, we'll discuss that half reaction method also. But now we'll talk about oxidation number method. So how we balance the chemical equation? A chemical equation. So by using oxidation number method, we will discuss now. So here, the balancing of chemical reactions or chemical equations by using oxidation number method. So what is oxidation number method? Then so how we use this method for balancing of chemical equation? If you want to understand this oxidation number method, then we have to follow various steps. We should follow various steps. Almost all, how many steps we have to follow? 5 steps we have to follow for balancing of chemical equations by using oxidation number method. That means in this oxidation number method, in the particular reaction, chemical reaction, so which substance getting oxidation and which substance getting reduction. So and we should find decreasing of oxidation number and increasing of oxidation number we should find out. So based on that, so we should balance the chemical equations or chemical reactions. So here we should follow several steps. Almost 5 steps are there in this oxidation number method for balancing chemical reactions. So what are the 5 steps? So now we'll discuss step by step what we have to do for balancing of chemical equations by using oxidation number method. So step 1, what we have to do means in the step 1, and for the given chemical reaction, what are present means in the given chemical reactions, reactants are present. Reactants are present in the chemical reaction, and in the chemical reaction, products also present. So in the step 1, what we should do means the reactants are participating in the chemical reaction, and from the reactants the products are forming. Okay, so for these reactants we should assign or we should write their respective formulae. So means in the step 1 we should write correct formulae of the reactants. We should write correct formulae for the reactants and the products we should write. So means we should write the formulae of the reactants, formulae of the products, correct formulae of the products we should write in the step 1. So for the given chemical reaction. So this is a step 1 we should write in the oxidation number method. And step 2, what we have to do in step 2, what we have to do. After writing the formulae of the reactants and the products for the given chemical reaction, so what we should do means in the step 2, so we should identify the atoms present in the reactants we should identify the atoms present in the products. Atoms of the elements we should identify. So after identification, what we should do means we should assign oxidation numbers. We should assign oxidation numbers to the species. Atom means to the species means to atoms of elements. So assign the oxidation number to the species of atoms of elements. Assign the oxidation numbers. So for the atoms of elements present in the reactants, present in the products, we should write the oxidation numbers in step 2. So assign the oxidation numbers of the species of atoms, different species of atoms present in the reactants and the products. So we'll assign the oxidation numbers in the reactants and in the products, means atoms of elements present in the reactants and the products. So that is a step 2 over step 3. What we should write means in the step 3. So after assigning the oxidation numbers of the species of atoms of elements in the reactants and the products, so what we should write means in the step 3, so we should calculate or we should find out increasing or decreasing of oxidation number we should find out increasing or decreasing of oxidation number of atoms of species or atoms of elements. Atoms of elements we should notice. In step 3, what we should do means increasing and decreasing of oxidation number of atoms of elements we should find out. Increasing, how much oxidation number is increasing, how much oxidation number will be decreasing. So then we should find out, we should equate the number of electrons on both sides. We should equate the number of electrons on both sides. So that is step 3. There is a step 4 also. Step 4 also present in this step 4. Generally in the chemical equation, chemical reaction. So if hydrogen atoms are present. So that means in the step 4 what we have to do means, so if the ions are present, like H plus ions are present or hydrogen atoms are present, so try to balance number of hydrogen atoms on both sides, number of hydrogen atoms on both sides. So by using H plus ions, if the reaction is happening in the acidic medium, use H plus ions for balancing the hydrogen atoms. And also if you use H plus ions, you will balance the charges present on both sides. You will be equating the charges also by using the H plus ions. Here in step 4, what we do means in the step 4. So in the step 4, charges on both sides, charges on both sides will be balanced, and the number of hydrogen atoms will be balanced. So by using H plus ions in the step 4, on both sides, LHS and RHS, right side and the left side. So by using H plus ions, so we will balance the hydrogen atoms and also will balance the charges on both sides, LHS and RHS also will. So we'll discuss what are the charges, how the charges will be balanced. Last step, step 5 will be there. So in the step 5, what we balance means oxygen atoms will balance. Balancing oxygen atoms. If the oxygen atoms are unequal on both sides, LHS and RHS, right side and the left side, or so reactant side and the product side, the oxygen atoms can be balanced by using appropriate number of water molecules. By using appropriate number of water molecules, so the oxygen atoms can be balanced. So these are the 5 steps we follow in the oxidation number method for balancing of the chemical reaction. You see. Again, I am repeating. So what we'll do in this oxidation number method for balancing of chemical reactions, what we use means there are 5 steps we'll follow. These 5 steps are, what are those means? In the step 1, for the given chemical reaction, so what we do means for the given chemical reaction, for the reactants and products, we should write the corrective formulae of the reactants, the corrective formulae of the products. This is the step 1 for the chemical reaction. And in the step 2, after writing the formulae, corrective formulae of the reactants and products, in step 2 what we do means we'll assign the oxidation numbers of the species of atoms of elements present in the reactants and the products. That means, so we should identify the atoms of elements, different atoms of the elements in the reactants and products. After identifying, what we'll do means, so we will assign the oxidation numbers. So already you know how to assign the oxidation numbers, how to find out the oxidation numbers for the atoms of the elements. So you will be doing that one. In the step 3, so in step 3 what we'll do means after assigning the oxidation number in the step 2, in step 3 what we'll do means how much oxidation number is increasing, how much so oxidation number is decreasing for the atoms of the species of atoms of the elements. We should find out that one. So how much oxidation number is increasing and decreasing. So for the atoms of the elements, we should notice and we should identify. So in the step 3, after decreasing the oxidation number of oxidizing agent or reducing agent, what we have to do means we should balance the number of electrons. Number of electrons we should balance in the step 3. Okay, after balancing the number of electrons by using suitable integers, suitable number, then we should go for the step 4. In step 4, what we should do means we should balance the hydrogen atoms on both sides, LHS and RHS, by using H plus ions in acidic medium, or in the basic medium means by using OH minus ions. So we have to balance the hydrogen atoms. In case the and one more, sorry. And in the step 4, what we do means apart from the hydrogen atoms balancing, we'll balance the charges on both sides also. Sometimes in the chemical equation, ionic equation, if the charges are unequal, so then we have to balance the charges by using H plus ions or by using OH minus ions also. We will balance the charges. If the reaction is happening H plus medium, acidic medium, we have to use the H plus ions. If the reaction is happening in the basic medium, we have to use the OH minus ions for the balancing the charges. So that is the step 4. And step 5, in the step 5 of the oxidation number method, we should balance the oxygen atoms. So on both sides, LHS and RHS. In the left side and in the right side, we have to balance the oxygen atoms. So by adding water molecules. By adding appropriate number of water molecules, we should balance the oxygen atoms. So these are the 5 steps we follow in the oxidation number method for balancing of chemical equations. So now by taking example, suitable example, we'll balance the one chemical equation. So I think it is a clear oxidation number method. What steps are there in that oxidation number method? So now I'm going to take one chemical reaction. What is the chemical reaction? So here the potassium dichromate potassium dichromate reaction with sodium sulfite. Sodium sulfite. When potassium dichromate react with the sodium sulfite in acidic medium, and the potassium dichromate react with the sodium sulfite in acidic medium, it changes to what is the compound, Cr plus 3 ions plus it forms what is the compound. So Cr plus 3 ion, it will change the sodium sulfite into sulfate. Sulfate it can change plus water molecules. So here this is the reaction. This is the reaction. This is the reaction. So the potassium dichromate, when react with the sodium sulfite, it changes into ions. What are the ions? Potassium dichromate is oxidizing agent. This is oxidizing agent. Changes this sodium sulfite into sodium sulfate. See, I wrote the ions. So I wrote the ions here. So sodium sulfate आएगा. Then so chromic chromium oxide बनेगा इधर. So here is the sulfate. So here this equation represented in the form of, see here potassium and sodium are the spectator ions. So I am not writing. I am writing in ionic skeleton form. Cr2O7 minus 2 Aq plus SO3 minus 2 gives rise to Cr plus 3 chromic ions plus SO4 minus 2 ions. So this is the chemical ionic or skeleton chemical equation. This is what we call means ionic skeleton ionic skeleton chemical equation. So dichromate ion in the form of aqueous solution react with the aqueous solution of sulfite ion, changing the sulfite ion into, so what is that means? Chromic. That means the dichromate changes into chromic ions, sulfite changes into sulfate. So this is the ionic skeleton equation, chemical equation we say, and this is dichromate is oxidizing agent, this is reducing agent, and dichromate changing into chromic ion, and so sulfite changing into sulfate. So this is the chemical ionic skeleton chemical equation which is unbalanced. So that means chemical reaction is known, and in the chemical reaction reactants are written, their correct formula, the products also written, the correct formula. Okay, so we'll check whether this, yeah, and formula is correct or not is right. And now, so we should follow the oxidation number method for balancing this is ionic skeleton equation, chemical equation. So balancing chemical means balance chemical equation, chemical reaction is. So we have to follow step 1. So what is the step 1 means? If you know the chemical reaction, if you know the reactants and products, so we should write the reactants and products with their respective correct formula. So potassium dichromate K2Cr2O7. So ionic form is represented Cr2O7. And sodium sulfite is written, so sulfate. Since these sodium ions are spectator ions, so not required. So here these Cr2O7 and what we call means this is sulfite ion formula. And so the dichromate changing into chromium plus 3 and sulfite changing into sulfate. So after writing the correct formula of these, so reactants and products in the ionic form, Next, step 2 we have to follow. So what is the step 2? In the step 2 we should assign the oxidation states, oxidation numbers we have to assign. So what are the oxidation numbers of chromium? What is the oxidation number of the sulfur? Now tell me what is the oxidation number of the chromium in this formula, dichromate? See, everybody must know how to assign the oxidation number in the given ion or given compound. So Cr2 O7 minus 2. So now here the sum of the oxidation states of chromium and oxygen is equal to how much? Minus 2, no? So find out what is the oxidation state of the chromium. X into 2 plus minus 2 into 7 is equal to minus 2. What will be the X value? Plus 6 आएगा. So the chromium oxidation state is a plus 6.
Yes, sir.
So oxygen is a minus 2, chromium is a plus 6. अभी पता करो सल्फर का ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट कितना? SO3. SO3 minus 2. Sum of the oxidation states of sulfur and oxygen is equal to minus 2. So sulfur is X and oxygen is a minus 2 into 3 equal to minus 2. What is the X value?
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
Plus 4. Plus 4. That means sulfur is a plus 4. Right? So chromium is a plus 6. Sulfur is a plus 4. And here chromium already given plus 3. And here sulfate. In the sulfate, what is the oxidation state of the sulfur here? Plus 6, no?
Yes, sir.
So now step 2. What is the step 2? Step 2 means assigning the oxidation numbers. Assigning the oxidation numbers to the atoms of elements present in the reactants and in the products. So then step 3 we should write. What is the step 3? We should find out increasing and decreasing of oxidation numbers of oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Means in step 3 what we have to find out means increasing of oxidation number of the same species of the reducing agent or oxidizing agent. So pata karo what is oxidizing agent, what is reducing agent. Oxidizing agent is dichromate, reducing agent is sulfide, right? Now chromium oxidation state changing from how much? Plus 6 to how much? Plus 3, no?
Plus 3.
So plus 6 to plus 3 means how many electrons difference?
3.
So 3 electrons difference. That means here chromium plus 3 charge and here chromium is a plus 6. Here how many chromium atoms are present? 2 chromium atoms are present. Here you have to adjust with the 2 chromium atoms. Now the chromium atoms are balanced or not?
Yes, sir.
Now here chromium plus 6 is there. 2 into plus 3. Plus 6 आएगा.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, that plus 6 charge on the first chromium, that Cr2, it is for single one or the double?
For single chromium plus 3.
And sir, on the left side for single chromium plus 6.
See here chromium, see here for the chromium atom is a plus 6. So chromium atom is a plus 6 means here how many, generally what happened, dichromate, the plus 6 is a charge oxidation number of one chromium atom, no? One chromium atom average will consider. Right? So here is the plus 6 plus 6 we write 1 chromium atom ka charge. So here what I am doing here, plus 6, so the plus 6, 2 chromium atom, 2 chromium atom, I am balancing. So now here is the plus 6, here is the plus 3. Okay, 2 into plus 3 plus 6. I will tell again, if in case any charge is not balanced, I will balance, don't worry. So here what is the 2 chromium atoms? Here 2 chromium atoms now balanced because 1 chromium atom oxidation number is plus 6. Here 1 chromium atom oxidation number is plus 3. So that means, tell me, plus 6 is changing into plus 3, increasing or decreasing the oxidation number? Oxidation number is decreasing. So positive number is decreasing to plus 3. Is it oxidation or reduction?
Reduction.
So reduction is means reduction is happening means here is the chromium is the oxidizing agent, no?
Yes, sir.
And you can look at this sulfide. In the sulfide, sulfur oxidation state is a plus 4, and in the sulfate plus 6. How much difference? Plus 2 is a difference. That means 2 electrons difference, right? But chromium is gaining how many electrons? 1 chromium is gaining how many electrons from the sulfur? One chromium is, so plus 3 plus 6 to plus 3 changing means, so 3 electrons, no? Gaining 3 electrons. So now sulfur is losing how many? Sulfur is losing here, sulfide losing how many? 2 electrons. So and changing into plus 6. So then equate the number of electrons. So here, but how many chromium atoms are here? 2 chromium atoms. Each chromium atom is gaining 3 electrons. 2 into 3, 6. Then 2 into 3, 2 into 3, 6. For the sulfate will come, no? Here 2 electrons. These 2 electrons multiplied with 3, no? Number of electrons are balanced. 2 into 3, 6 electrons. And the chromium atoms also. So 3 electrons, 3 into 2, no? समझ में आ रहा what I am telling?
So this balancing of charges, please repeat.
That means chromium plus 6 to chromium plus 3. So gaining how many electrons here? 3 electrons, no? Am I right?
Yes.
समझ में आ रहा? And
Yes.
so now here sulfide changing to sulfate. So here is plus 4 to plus 6. Electron difference कितना? 2 electrons are here ना? 2 electrons are coming out.
Yes, sir.
So then what I am doing? So I am balancing this equation with 2. I am balancing this equation with the 3. See, if I balance with the 2 integer, 3 into 2 कितना आएगा? 3 into 2
6.
6 आएगा. Then 2 here, 2 I am keeping balanced.
Yes.
And here is sulfate. If I write 3 sulfide, 3 sulfide balanced now. So this 2 into 3, 6 I means 6 will come, no? Right? So here what I'll do means, clear everyone now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Step 4 क्या करना? Step 4 में hydrogen atom balance करना. But in these hydrogen atoms not present. But this reaction is happening in acidic medium. So acidic medium. So this reaction is happening means, so H plus ions are participating also. So here, and if we want to use H plus ions in this equation, what we have to do means, so we should find out the charges. Charges on both sides are equal or not. So we have to find out the charges. Next step, what we should means, charges should be balanced. Charges should be balanced in this chemical reaction, chemical equation. So now we should check the charges both sides. So what are the charges means? So not oxidation numbers, not oxidation numbers. So what we should find out means, this is ion. On this ion, how much charge is there? -2 is there. And the sulfate ion having how much charge? 3 into -2. 3 into -2, how much? Minus 3 into -2. See, here I am calculating the charge present on the sulfide. 3 into -2, -6 no, and this is -2. So -8. On left side, -8 charge is there on the both ions. And you can see this side, right side, you can see 2 into +3 कितना आएगा? +6 आएगा. 2 into +3 +6. 3 into -2 -6 आएगा ना. So on right side, charges are equal. But on this left side, only -8 charge is there. On the right side, so positive negative charge is balanced. Clear everyone? So here what I will do means, in order to balance the negative charge, I am bringing 8 H plus ions I am bringing. समझ में आ रहा सबको? Left side LHS, negative charge only present, there is no positive charge. Right side, there is a positive charge equal to that negative charge also present. देखा आप इधर, +6 equal to -6 मिला आपको?
Yes, sir.
But LHS में केवल -8 charge is there, negative charge is there. So in order to make this -8 charge, what I am doing? I am bringing the positive charge. So here I will write Cr2O7 - 2 plus 3SO3 - 2 plus 8H plus ions. Why I am bringing 8H plus ions? Since this reaction is taking place in acidic medium. Since this reaction is taking place in acidic medium, I am bringing H plus ions. How many? 8. Why I am bringing only 8 number of H plus ions? Positive charge, because negative charge is how much here? 3 into 2 -2 means negative charge is 8. Positive charge is equal to 2Cr plus 3 and 3SO4 - 2. So you got the equation, step 4 equation. Charges are balanced now. Atoms also balanced now. So what is not balanced? Tell me. Chromium atoms are balanced. Sulfur atoms are balanced. And so charges are balanced. So but hydrogen atoms are not balanced. Then oxygen atoms are not balanced. What we have to do now? Tell me now. Step 5 we should follow. In step 5, what we should do means we should balance the oxygen atoms. Pata karo oxygen atoms, in which side oxygen atoms are more, in which side oxygen atoms are less. Tell me now.
The right side is less.
3 into 3, how much?
9.
Here is 9, no? 9 plus 7, how many? 16. In the right side, 3 into 4, how many? 12. So, कितने ऑक्सीजन हम जोड़ना? So, this side 14 are present, this side 16 are present. Oxygen atoms, no? Everybody counting.
The right side it is 12.
12 on right side.
7. Here 7, no? 7 into 9, no?
The right side.
9. 7 plus 9, how many?
So the product side it is.
Product side, how many? 3 into 4, 12, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 12. I wrote 14. Sorry. Now, so difference how much? This side less,
4.
this side more, no? So,
Yes, sir.
so which side we must add the water molecules means this side we should add water molecule. How many water molecules? In one water molecule there is one oxygen. That's why I am adding 4H2O. If I add 4H2O, so oxygen atoms are balanced on the right side,
Yes, sir.
but hydrogen atoms are added, no? How many hydrogen atoms? 4 into 2.
Yes, sir.
So here, how many 4 into 2? 8, no? This side.
Yes, sir.
So hydrogen atoms are balanced. Water molecule, oxygen atoms also balanced. So this is the net ionic equation with complete balanced.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, on the left side it is 8H plus, like it's ions, and here it is atom.
Yes. See, you are adding to this chemical reaction acid. H plus ions you are adding. So those H plus ions act as a catalyst. And this entire reaction is carried out in aqueous medium. So जरूर आपको water molecules मिलेगा as a byproduct. Clear? Okay, so here is this is the equation which is completely balanced with hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms. So this reaction is happening where means in acidic medium, and in this the oxidizing agent is dichromate ion, reducing agent is sulfite ion. Sulfite ion changing into sulfate, and chromate is changing into chromic ion, so we say. So this is the reaction. So one more reaction we'll discuss in a basic medium. And this is the reaction of potassium permanganate. See, MnO4 minus is the potassium permanganate, a aqueous solution, plus bromide ion, aqueous medium, changing to MnO2. MnO2 solid बनेगा plus Br minus will be changed into BrO3 minus. BrO3 minus. So this is aqueous form, and this reaction is done in basic medium. This reaction is done in the basic medium. So this is ionic skeleton equation. Chemical equation, ionic skeleton equation this is. Right? Now we should follow the steps. What is the step 1? बताओ step 1 क्या लिखना? Here is the permanganate ion reacting with the Br minus ions in aqueous solution. So changing into MnO2 BrO3. So this is the oxidizing agent. This is the reducing agent. So this is the reducing agent. This reaction is happening in basic medium. Which medium? Basic medium. So अभी पता करो step 1 क्या लिखना. Step 1 में formula लिखना बस. What are the reactants here? Permanganate ion, bromide ion, products what are those? MnO2, BrO3. Step 2 क्या लिखना? Step 2 बताओ. So what is the step 2 we should write? Nobody is talking.
Giving oxidation.
So we should assign the oxidation numbers. For what? Atoms of the elements we should write oxidation numbers. Now tell me oxidation number of manganese how much? X plus minus 2 into 4 equal to minus 1 no? Plus 7. Plus 7 is oxidation number. On the bromine, what is the oxidation number of the bromine? Already given. Minus 1 is already given.
-1.
MnO2 में MnO2 manganese का पता करो कितना? It means how much?
+4.
+4.
ऑक्सीजन का -2. ऑक्सीजन का -2. ब्रोमेट में ब्रोमीन का ऑक्सीडेशन पता करो x minus x plus -2 into 3 equal to -1. X plus -2 into 3 equal to -1. How much x value? +5 आएगा. +5. Okay. Now step 2, assigning the oxidation numbers. So we assign the oxidation number manganese. So means we should assign the oxidation numbers of the reducing agent, oxidizing agent and reducing agent. So then step 3 में क्या करना? Step 3 में Step 3, what we should do?
Increase and decrease.
Find out increasing, decreasing of oxidation numbers of the reducing agent and oxidizing agent. So manganese ka how much is increasing, how much is decreasing? Manganese +7 to +4 chal raha. That means manganese is changing. Manganese +7 to +4. So is it losing or gaining?
Lose.
+7 to +4. Positive number is decreasing. Gaining. कितने electrons? How many electrons difference? 3 electrons, no? +7 to +4 means how many electrons are gaining?
Yes,
Manganese. 3 electrons. what we call, is it reduction?
Reduction.
So reduction means manganese is oxidizing agent. Similarly, Br, bromide minus is changing into how much? BrO3 minus. So changing -1 oxidation state to +5, losing or gaining?
5.
So how many electrons difference? How many electrons difference?
6 electrons.
6 electrons difference is coming out.
Yes, sir.
Now what you do means, in both equations, balance the electrons number. For balancing the electron number, 3 electrons and 6 electrons, what integers we have to take?
3.
3 multiplied with how much? 2, no?
2.
And 6 multiplied with how much? 1?
1.
3 multiplied with 2, 6 multiplied with 1. So the same number you have to use. Here I am using 2 and here I am using 2. Clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
So then
But
manganese is
these
balanced.
both are losing electrons.
Both are gaining. No, manganese is a gaining. That's what I'm using. I'm multiplying with the 2. One manganese is gaining how many
Yes,
electrons?
okay.
So one manganese is gaining 3 electrons. So that bromine is providing 6 electrons. No, bromine is providing 6 electrons, but manganese is only taking 3 electrons. Then दूसरा manganese लेना पड़ेगा हम.
Yes, sir.
So इसीलिए I am multiplying the 2 integer. अभी चेक कर लो ब्रोमीन बैलेंस क्या नहीं किया. Bromide atoms are same. Bromide atoms are same, no, both sides. अभी बताओ क्या बैलेंस करना. नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या करना? हम चार्जेस चेक करना बस. स्टेप 4 में क्या करना? और स्टेप 4 में. So we should balance hydrogen atoms, we should balance the charges. अभी पता करो charges. Left side कितना charges, right side कितना charges आते हैं. So left side how many? 2 into -1, -2, minus. That means so -3 charges, no? Left side. And so right side how much? Here is the neutral compound. This is -1 charge is there. So here we should bring the charge. Which charge we should bring out? -2 charge we have to bring next in the right side. That means here what I am adding here. So I am bringing OH minus, 2 OH minus on the right side. 2 OH minus on the right side I should bring, because this side -3, this side -1 is there. How many charges I should bring? Right side 2 minus 1. So 2 minus and 1 minus, 3 minus now. But oxygen atoms, you should check in the left side. 2 into 4, how many? 8. This side how many? 2 plus 2 into 2, 4. 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 2, how many? 9. What we should do? We should add. So water molecule left side. How many water molecule we should add left side? बताओ. 2 H2O, no?
Yes, sir.
So if you add 2 H2O, oxygen atoms are balanced and hydrogen atoms are balanced. Two Mn4 minus plus Br minus AQ plus H2O gives rise to 2MnO2 plus BrO3 minus plus 2OH minus. So pata karo, all the atoms are balanced or not? Yes, all atoms are balanced. Manganese balanced.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bromine is balanced. Hydrogen atoms are balanced. This side 2, that side 2. Oxygen atoms here, this side 9, this side 9. Oxygen atoms also balanced. So this reaction is done in basic medium. That's why I used the OH minus. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
If you practice these equations, then you will understand more. Practice the reactions. So 2 reactions, one in acidic medium, other one is in the basic medium. Right? If you have any doubt, ask me, then I will clarify. So with this oxidation number method, redox reactions are completed, and tomorrow we'll take the questions, because half